Stop the presses, people. We have user interface. I'm genuinely scared. Okay. I've not seen this. I just literally saw it. I just clicked on it. I was like, I'm 2 seconds in. We'll go right back to the beginning. So it's a 3.5 minute video. And there's the first 2 seconds, there was a guy talking. So I'm going to let it play through. And you can judge on my facial reactions. And then we'll break it down. Let's have a look at this then. I want to preface it by saying just one thing. Even if this was objectively the greatest UI designed by man, human, or fish in the history of the world, our brains are now trained to we know the current UI and it's going to feel weird and immediately feel worse because we don't immediately know everything is because we've trained over the last 150 years how to use the previous UI. Okay, so just bear that in mind, that's just humans. Okay.
In FM26...
Wait, I've not got my headphones back in. Do need to hear this. Oh, I'm excited and nervous.
In FM26, we're changing the game with a refreshed UI. A new, intuitive way to explore every element of your career meets a visual identity that's tailor-made for the modern manager. In FM26, football belongs to you and your vision. Every lineup tweak, transfer negotiation, and slice of dressing room drama shapes your season. And the user interface is where you make it all happen. Through listening to community feedback and deep research into how you truly navigate your careers, we've developed a game-changing new UI for FM26, condensing complex screens and menus into tiles and cards. It's clear, accessible, and makes diving into the detail that matters most to you easier than ever. Let's take a closer look. Up top, the redesigned navbar covers your key areas of responsibility, from recruitment to shaping your tactics to locking in those last-minute matchday changes, all in one easy-to-navigate space. This evolution from the traditional sidebar is all about faster access to the heart of your FM experience. Bringing a fresh take on the familiar, the navbar brings all the strategic depth you'd expect from FM, but streamlined and smarter than ever. Navigating over a section smoothly reveals a sub-menu right there when you need to dig a little deeper. The portal is your one-stop shop for the key happenings in your FM universe. Each card is an invitation to explore, unlocking more layers of detail to delve into. Being a football manager means being across every facet of a busy club, and that means plenty.
Was that email?
All vying for your time and attention. FM26's fresh portal system means you're seamlessly in control, interlinking messages, results, news, the calendar, and beyond in one digestible hub. Everything from team prep to calming matchday nerves is streamlined, discoverable, and just one click away. Of course, no game is the same, and every manager has their unique style, quirks, and footballing passions. Whether your focus is on developing wonder kids, tactical innovation, or dominating the elite in the transfer market, FM26 is tailored to your priorities, your way. The introduction of bookmarks customizes your managerial world, adapting how you view the beautiful game. The features you use most are always within easy reach, bespoke for your playstyle. Change your bookmarks, change the game. Scouting out the opposition's key threats or sizing someone up for the transfer market? Our innovative streamlined take on player reports makes viewing player performance and profile information a breeze, with enhanced details unlocked with just a click. A radically overhauled search tool isn't just about grabbing critical information without fuss. It's also about your gateway to becoming a better equipped and more complete football manager. Beyond the usual rapid access to clubs, players, coaches, and other areas of the game, Search Now also surfaces an unrivaled collection of guides, support, and insights from our FMpedia. Perfect if you're an intrepid first-timer or returning to the franchise after some time out of the hot seat. It's all about building a deeper relationship to the beautiful game, from tactics to terminology, no matter where you are on your football journey. You can just dive in with Search, and it all comes back to the portal. Everything connects here. Every part of your footballing vision now united, accessible and customizable on your terms. Our redesigned UI for FM26 means clarity without compromise. It's all the depth and knowledge you expect, but simpler to access. More intuitive to navigate and crafted smarter to serve the future of football management. We cannot wait for you to experience it. Step into the dugout. It's time to change the game.
Okay. Overall, we're going to go through a bit more detail now, but overall, yeah, I feel like now I tend to give the marketing team of Football Manager a lot of stick because, to be honest, they haven't really needed one for the past 15 years. They're on their own, but stop zooming into a tiny little section. We want to see a screen. What a screen looks like. Just show us the screens. You don't need to make this flashy animation and stuff. Just let me zoom into this bit and show you something pointless. Just show us the screens. That's way better. Okay. So this is all just fluff. Yep. We'll go in bit by bit. Yep. Take note. Yeah. One man who doesn't use email but uses messaging. Oh, that's funny. Overall, I like it. I like it more than I thought I'd like it. But this is our main inbox. Couple of things. I'm not sure if I like it top or left. I don't know which I prefer. I'm happy to go with either. It does look clean. I'm always worried when they make a new UI of like how deep. What a thing that used to take one click. If it takes now 4 clicks, that's bad UI, right? But we'll go through it. This looks nice. So this is the home screen of our portal-y thing. We've got fixtures, we've got the league, we've got team reports, we've got the calendar stuff, and we've got our normal, not email. But when you click on one of these emails, does it expand out and cover that stuff, I'm assuming? Or does it open the box in the left? Out. Got so overview and straight to just the messages. Can I do new site fix, schedule stages? So this is basically all of these screens are here, just in more depth, right? Because that's everything here, essentially. I do like it. Dark blue, not a big fan of blue, but it's just a colour preference. But it looks clean. Okay, there was one bit that made me laugh, but we'll go into that in a minute. That's near the end. So if I click, so he's just clicked on squad and it goes to the overview page. Because I have my squad on the left and I click it once and I'm at the page that I use all the time to do all the squad stuff. I don't want to have to go squad and then click on another button to then go into the first team squad. But this all seems to make sense. They go through each one here. Okay, so squad. We've got first team, training, medical center, atmosphere. Is that like dynamics? Is that like how much people hate you currently? How many death threats you're getting on social media? Squad feedback, internationals, and more. Okay, recruitment, player database. So search, I guess. Player recommendations, so scout reports, recruitment focuses, the same list, short list, squad planner. The squad planner's down in the recruitment, transfer activity. So match days, match squad tactics, set pieces, penalties, opposition instructions, date hub, and more. What I've always thought about is like, can I just not add something to that? Like, what are the more things? Maybe I'll use that loads. Can I just pin it because you've got space? That's what I want. Customization is, I think, the key to the future of Football Manager, so we can make it our own, each version. So I can just, put training in a corner and never touch it again. I don't need to see that with. Overview, club site. Like a map of the club site. Was that the website? Or what it looks like, almost like Google Maps. Here's our stadium and training complex and blah, blah, blah. That'd be quite cool. Club vision, performance feedback, staff, finances, facilities, and more. Career, so this will be us. My profile, my contract, my badges, my relationships, my history, managerial, stats, and more. Okay. I feel like a lot of those could be in one thing. Like, I think in my profile, it could tell me what badges I had, relationships and stuff. But okay, maybe it's more in depth than I'm realizing. So, Good. We're zoomed in. Oh, look. He's showing us clicking on buttons, but not showing us what the buttons clicked on provide. I like it. Yeah. Blur out the important bit. Good. So if you click on the down arrow, you're just getting the stuff anyway here. The exact same. Is it? No, it's not the exact same stuff. Oh no, because he's on port. He was on recruitment. Click import. Fine. But that is essentially, yeah. So whatever's on the down arrow. So you can do it two ways. There's those little. And please, everybody's gonna go through this with a fine-tooth comb. So anything I've missed, like if you spot a cool thing or an interesting thing or a terrible thing or a bad thing, let everyone know in the comments, okay? Why do these have? So if I click on opposition instructions, it'll open a new thing. What does that mean? Something different? Because surely clicking on Data Hub opens the Data Hub. Or not entirely sure what that little icon means. I'm just being really dumb, probably. Okay, Data Hub, wonder if that'll work. I do like this, really nice. This is clean. I like it more than I thought I would, and I thought I wouldn't like it because it's just different, even if it's good. Okay, yeah, you're just showing us the thing we've already looked at. So, colorations. We're going to see. I've been training well. Please give me a chance. I think that looks nice. God. Oh, God, it's going to go badly. Oh, no way. No way. He said, no, I'm not having it. It's all fake. The whole game's fake. It doesn't exist because he clicked that, what was it? That there's a lot of football still to be played in the season. No player in the history of time has ever been happy about that. Not having it. Fake. Okay, yep, calendar. I'm assuming we've still got the big schedule thing. Okay. Sent off. Okay, we've got. I like the like, random news that's not that important that you can just flick through if you're interested. That's nice. And a lot of this is going to be stuff that obviously already exists, but this is interesting me. So we now have randomly over here. If this was their customizable part, hang on. Hey, sorry about that. I had to break up a cat fight. Okay, two of the OGs as well. Okay, so where was I? So I don't know really what that bit is. Where does that come from? No idea. Like I said, this I find bit. So I'm confused. I would have thought if they were trying to say, hey, look, make it customization, but this worries me then that the bookmarks isn't that useful because you could just have it here because if it's an important part, I would actually like that because there's so much of the game that I always click on between every game. It'd be nice to have them all in one spot, but then it looked like is there any certain things you can add to the bookmarks? Is there a maximum you can add? Could you add any single page, which you surely should be able to? If it's going to be like, you know, Isaac's profile, they seem to have icons. Maybe you can give them icons when you make them. So this is, because that currently is, they're not bookmarks, they're just the screens that already exist, but that could be the default, right? Can I add anything to that? Because there doesn't, it's a drop-down list. I don't think it's going to be that extensive, therefore I don't think it's going to be that useful. Yeah, because you're showing certain things that so you can't just like, I want to put everything bookmarks, you know. The squad view looks nice. Obviously, this is fully customization. You know, add all the stuff in, but it looks clean. I like the. I wonder what resizing columns is like. I come up with all the big questions. I know. I come down with the big hitters. Okay. Don't. Just because of my terrible eyes, but I'm not sure about the positions here. Why? So he's a DM. But he's a centre back, but it shows on the little icon the same as the guy playing left back and the same as the guy playing right back. Is that just like the... Okay. That might be an odd thing. And like, what if they play 2 more roles? I'm sure this is... Or is this... Confused. It's not... Okay. Because it says Hinselwood here can play right back, DM, and midfielder. We're playing him as a right back. It shows as a right back. And Heck and Dunk are both centre backs, but it shows the same position. Not much of it. I don't know. But I hope we can... that's fine. As long as I've got the main stuff, I don't care. Does look just clean, though, doesn't it? Maybe I'm just so used to the old one. Not... At first glance, maybe it's just stuff I don't look at, but it looks good. Oh my god! This is going to blow people's minds. This might be the greatest... On the actual player attributes main screen, it says how good their weak foot is. That is... Whoever come up with that one. Like every player ever. But like in the studio, well done in you. So we've got our normal sort of familiarity things. Inside winger, wide forward, inside forward, winger, playmaking winger. Okay. Wide playmaker, I feel like that is. Oh, I've worked it out. Okay, we've got some... But a wide forward is... A wide forward instead of an inside forward. But if you're a forward and you want to get goals, then you would... I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see. I mean, he's been playing well. You've got standard XG, XA... No discipline concerns, trainings. I like the small boxes with just a... He's doing well. He's happy. He's fit. I like that cleanness. That's really good. Analysis. Is that just the pick a shape square thing that we had before? Okay. Yep. We've just seen it. I know I'm blind, but you don't really have to go... okay, this is the thing that will blow my mind, because if anyone, and I'm sure not many people do at this point, the search engine in Football Manager genuinely is one of my most favourite things, because you don't need it very often, but occasionally you're looking for a particular player or whatever, maybe you can only remember his surname, and you type in, let's say you're looking for some guy called Dave, and you type in D-A-V-E, they'll come up with like, oh, did you mean Trent Alexander-Arnold? Did you mean Gillingham? And I just love it. But this, it looked like it had, they've fixed it, which is... So we've typed in Brighton, and we've got the team, and some of the staff, and a message relating to Brighton. I find the guides in the search being weird, and them to make a point of FMpedia existing in the search thing. I guess if you're literally searching for training, so it's almost like a help, not just a database searcher, but it's also the sort of help system is in the search, like training. Like obviously nobody uses that, so we can just ignore it. Used as a base with which to brush up on your knowledge of many aspects of the game. That's good. Anything to help new players is always a good thing. It's a nightmare. It's the worst game in the world to try and teach to new players, but anything they can do is good. What was this? Oh, this is just the FMpedia, right? Just explaining how it was. That's fine. That's all good. No unhappy players. Never happens. Calendar. Let's zoom it in. Let's zoom it in. This is pointless. We've seen these. I think I love it, which is, I'm surprised because I was expecting to just not like change, essentially, especially because I'm old. Any wish list now? Mugs. You absolute mugs. Wishlist now because it's coming out. No. All right. I am surprisingly happy. My hype meter for any video game ever in the history of man is I don't get hyped because I'll just be disappointed, right? So with this, I always start off at 5, a game I'm looking forward to. I would have said that the initial little minute thing was nothing. It just was a thing to tell me that the game existed. The little gameplay reveal definitely upped my hype. Because I'm tries not to get too hyped from, let's say, 5 to 6. This might be an 8. And just because this is the worst this is ever going to look for me, because because like I said, it's all new and I'm searching about for stuff, but everything I'm looking at, I feel like it's there. And a lot of it, I know there's going to be complaints, they've just moved a box here and it's the same, but it's just what people all complain about, calling it now, they'll go, well, it's just the same, they've just moved stuff about and changed the colour and the size of things. That's what UI is. That's like, you've described UI. Yes, all the information is same, because it's a Football Manager simulation game, right? It's how you present that information. And I think this is presented really good. And it's lucky that Sports Interactive have realised that English speakers tend to read from left to right. Because imagine if you had to do that would have been a nightmare. But all joking aside, is this a pop-out? This little square with a triangle, does that feels to me like it's going to sit on top of this screen if I click it. Am I correct? And then you just close it and you're back to that. Can I, in the player search, look for a striker, sort by value, let's say there's 10 strikers that meet my criteria, click on the first guy to see it, look at its attributes and stuff, and then click a down arrow and it go to the next guy in the list rather than backing out and backing in. Lots of little things like that, which we will only know until we get our hands on it and stuff. But I am genuinely... What's these bits up here? Is that a phone or a football shirt? I don't think it's a phone, because it's quite an old school phone, and a lot of kids aren't even going to know what that is. I think we might have a winner here, boys. This is good. Okay, yeah, I'm hyped. I think this is better. Obviously, we've got to see how a lot of these screens flow, and how the big thing for me is how the regular screens that we use, how many clicks it takes to get between them. We don't want to add more routes and add more clicks between things. That's bad UI. But obviously, there's so much information. It's a very hard thing to do. But this is as good as I could have hoped for, I think. Obviously, we all need to play it. It might feel weird. It might flow badly, etc., etc., etc. But having seen the video, they've showed us enough, I think, that we've got a totally good idea of everything. Just some of the detail stuff that's broken down, but that's fine. That's not what this was. This was to show us the UI, not the in-between stuff. So don't bitch about that. That'll be coming. They can't splooge their whole load in one video, right? Can't wait for the women's football video because nobody will complain about it. So that'll be good. Did we see any international management sneak in? Overall, hyped. Good job, Football Manager. That's a good video. The zoomy stuff doesn't really need to exist or anything. For every single person that plays the game or wants to play the game, they would just want to see what the screens look like, not what a zoomed in top 3% of the corner looks like. But that's fine. You just wanted to go a bit of flash with it. Let's have a quick look. Am I the only one who is more excited about the user interface than the game graphics? Well, no, because that's a massive part of the game for most people. Tom says, this is different. FMP is a great addition. I like this a lot more than the UI that was teased way back in FM25 was announced. A little more like a mobile, but that was another worry people had, that it would be too tablet-y and it would feel like it was getting designed for consoles and we're still PC Master Race. Mark my words. All right, I'm marking your words. I will. Go on then, have a little like. Best FM manager yet? We have no idea. What we've seen so far, it could be the greatest FM manager we've ever seen. It could also be the worst one. There is nothing that stops either of those two things happening right now. So as much hype as I have, I am fully aware that the game could be broken. You know, not. A new interface for FM26. It does look good. Gives us quite a lot to see for us to get hands on the game. Looking much better than the old interface. Okay. This... Oh my God. Is this fully positive? It's early doors. It's early doors. Oh my God. Wait. I haven't found... Unless they're deleting negative comments. They're not deleting negative comments, that's for sure, because just watch the other videos. I'm going to miss the old social media tab, even though... I quite like the social media tab. I'm one of the odd ones. I didn't hit the tab, but I like the little social media interactions. I hope that's still in. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a fully... We might have a winner, people. We might have a winner. Right, let me know what you think. Obviously, there's going to be stuff I missed. This is my first time watching. I'll go watch it a bunch of times again. But this is better than I hoped. But any details that I missed, let me know. Any sort of features that you spotted that weren't there or should have been there or might have been there or weren't, you know, let me know in the comments. Follow me for more news. This was the video I was most worried about. I knew the graphics would look better, and I didn't need them to be, you know, photorealistic. But the user interface you can mess up, and that looks fruity. So I'm all excited. Right, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And I like the fact that they're releasing news regularly now. This is good. Keep going. Bye-bye.